Welcome one, welcome all to Jolly Life here on SEM TV. It is a wonderful afternoon, a cool afternoon, and surprisingly, a rather dry afternoon, Of course, the weather oracle did predict that even though we don't have rains, just don't expect sunshine, don't expect, clear skies. It will be extremely cloudy, and to that, I say yes, it has been quite cloudy, but fortunately for some people, the rain did not fall. So maybe later in the night. No, I'm not wishing for later in the night because once that happens, our power distribution company will have every excuse to withdraw power from us. So I'm not going to wish for that. I am Emmanuel Tamuno Tenari, but you can call me Tammy for short. And of course, speaking of the weather oracle, I'm here with her right now. Vera Phillip, how are you doing this dry, cloudy afternoon as well predicted in the morning?
And to be honest, it's been long with sunny weather, like no rainfall at all, but then I feel good. I feel great. I think today has relieved us a little bit.
Yeah.
I stepped out earlier, and I took an umbrella with me, and I didn't need that. It felt good because, this season has been raining, so your consciousness just says carry an umbrella when you're going out. And anytime I carry an umbrella, I need it. Like, I really need it. So carrying an umbrella today and stepping out and saying that, ooh, I don't need this umbrella today. It felt good. It felt good. I'm weird at the same time, but good overall. And we're here now. Anyways, good afternoon, Tammy. How are you doing?
Well, I am doing perfectly fine. I'm doing really good.
Yeah.
Granted, I won't lie, a bit sleepy because this weather, cool, quiet,
very
windy, and sort of dark, no direct sunlight. It's just the perfect weather to lay on your bed, play some music, and once you close your eyes, you are gone into dreamland. So once the weather shows me that sign, my body is already like, oh boy, where you did, go sleep now. And I'm like, come on, I can't imagine I'm talking to you and I'm just and I'm just gone. I can't do that. But good.
I've had a quick nap today. I don't even know what to call it quick. But just quick. Yeah, it's quick.
Yeah.
Compared to the kind of nap I'll have, if I wasn't working today. So yeah, I've had a quick nap and it's good. It's very important to have like a 10 minutes, 20 minutes, even 30 minutes nap during the day, especially during a time like this. This weather is very it's the best weather to have a nap because you don't even need to struggle when you want to sleep. You don't need to force yourself to have a nap because it's necessary.
Yeah.
So it's just you lay there and it comes immediately. So yes, after the show, try to have a nap, at least small. Try to have a nap, okay? When you get sure. All right, welcome again to Jolly Life. Of course, this is the time where we get to have a conversation about light-hearted issues. So today, I don't know what Tammy has in stock for us, but Tammy's the one giving us our story of the day. Tammy, what's going on? You have to take a breather first.
I have to brace myself, and I want you to also brace yourself because at this point in time, this is not an incident I expect to, be occurring.
Yeah.
At this point in time, people should be able to be intentional, know what you want, know who you want, and know what, where you're going to with your life. Now, what we're talking about is a unical. One guy.
My alma mater.
Is it your alma mater?
My alma mater.
So now for your place and do this kind of thing. If the lady was graduating from Unical, and what I would assume is her boyfriend, who rumor flying around was the one that put her through school. He proposed, as one would of course expect of a young man that is intentional, of someone that wants what is better for you. I mean, come on, what better show of love than looking at your significant other and saying, I want you to be educated, I want you to go to school, I want you to learn something. And you put said person through school only to find out that said person that you put through school, and you've made up your mind that, look, is once you finish, I want to make this official. I want you and me to become man and wife. I want us to become one. You propose. And not only does she say no, she gets upset. Hey, and she give you one, give you two, give you three, and stick on shout for you on top. It sounds unbelievable, but here it is. You know, not only did she take it like an insult to her very personality and her existence, like I said earlier, she went ahead to, what do they call her? She give her 5. You know, she land them, she rose and she dial them. Here's the other part. You know, it's a completely different feeling when, you know, you watch this as an immature child or an immature youth or someone that doesn't know the value of time, that doesn't know the value of effort, and doesn't know the value of love. And you watch it for the fun of it. You know, you watch it and you laugh, you watch it and see it as, it's one of those things that happen. And when you grow into the age of looking at it and saying, there is a high possibility that this could be me someday, because you can never tell. You know, the traits that some people may say look out for, you would have known she doesn't want to marry you. He did not see those traits. He would have seen her perhaps as, okay, you know, we've been dating, I want to put you through school, I want to make sure you're better, I want to do this and do that to ensure that you as a human being, especially when it comes to the Nigerian society, you are complete. You have your degree, you have your certificate. No one will say, oh, you're a dropout or you're an illiterate, you did not go to school. And after that, I want to marry you. And at the same time, after putting all that effort, all that time, all that, then dial you, oh boy, for public place, you need car. You need down, as you don't need down, she, when are the guys put water for my head? Jay, God. There's some full grown man when they propose.
This is so
like
funny.
you just say, oh, marry me, I love you. Now they give her 1, 2, 3. Are you mad?
Okay, so I feel like Tom is not going to be very comfortable with what I'm going to
say. Say it. I want to
So my initial expression when I saw this video is that this is skit, right? Or like this is of course another social media. But looking closely from 2 different angles, this is definitely not a skit, because I can see this particular scene where it's as if he was losing his breath, like he could not believe what had happened to him. Like it took him a minute to understand exactly what it is that happened to him. But I also draw our attention to the first video. Please, if that can come up, right? The first video where he was handing her the gift. You could see from the first video where he was handing her the gift, like where, yes, this video where he gave her the gift, they seemed platonic. They seemed, you know, very how do I call this kind of love again? Like, it felt, even from the hug that she gave to him, it felt like very casual. It didn't feel like, oh, this is my man who's coming to give me a gift. It felt very casual. So from what I saw there is, there was no expectations for this, because obviously she gave him like a casual hug. Now it is rumored that he sent her to school. There's no backup whatsoever to that story. So that could be, you know, of course, when situations like this come up, people often use that as a backstory, but that might not even be the backstory. There are so many reasons. As much as I am not in support of her physically, you know, laying hands on the man, but there are so many things behind whatever it is that they share that could have led to this particular anger. I'm trying to put myself in his shoes, in a man that I don't love, or we've not had any conversation about marriage, coming to come and propose to me. She looked visibly very annoyed, like, what's this about, you know? It could be that maybe their relationship is not the kind of relationship that is supposed to lead to this. Maybe they have an understanding of a sneaky link, and I'm giving you different examples that could be happening. Maybe they have an understanding that they're sneaky links and they met and fall in love inside. Maybe there is also that, okay, maybe they just know each other. He has never said anything about marriage to her before. You know, they just know each other. Maybe in his mind, I want to propose to her and she'll accept. And there's never been that conversation. Let's not lie, there are men like that. I have experienced that before. No conversation whatsoever. One day just pull up a ring. Like, what happened? How did we get here? So in our end, like, on her end, she doesn't have the idea that, oh, this one is talking about marriage. Right? There's so many other things that I could come up with. Maybe the guy is not even a good guy, you know, and, you know, he came with a gift, so she doesn't have any other option but to collect the gift, because, I mean, he came with a gift. There are so many backstories that we have no idea, because you could see how visibly angry she was. Like, why are you embarrassing me? Why are you bringing out your ring? And if it is somebody that you genuinely do not want to say yes to, if they're asking you out, why do you have to pretend to say yes? Why do you have to pretend to want to accept it? Because guess what? Person that really wants to marry you will see that video and think you're married. Do you understand? So why would I physically, on a day like this that's supposed to be my day, I'm graduating, I've gone, oh, Malabresa, I know what I've gone through, my sister, you know, you have gone through a lot, and this is like your final paper, and you're celebrating, and then somebody wants to ruin it for you. So there are so many backstories, so many possible backstory that could have led to this encounter. But what I am not in support of 100% is laying our hands on him. It was okay to have maybe come down to his level and said, Baba, I don't know what's going on. No, me, you didn't agree to. I'm sorry, I have to tell you no. It's going to be a bit embarrassing, but I have to tell you no. But going as far as slapping him, I could see how visibly shaky the man was. He could not even believe what had happened to him. It could also be a case of this guy just being a very nice guy to this girl, and there has never also been a conversation of, oh, I want to marry you, or, you know, there's going to be a marriage in between. And that's what I always say. I don't know for you people and public proposal. I don't know the concept of it in your head, honestly. I feel like the purpose of public proposal is to, like, call other people's attention to the proposal. Like, I don't know how to explain that well, because I don't know why you are proposing to me, like genuinely proposing to me, and you think that it's okay to propose to me in public, especially in front of people that know nothing about me. It doesn't make any sense to me. I feel like if you really want to propose to me, you're going to propose to me in front of people that I care about, in front of people who even care about me. You can put a small dinner together, put my family and friends. These are the people who care about me, who want to see me happy. Why are you proposing to me in front of strangers? Like, I can never really understand that concept. To me, I feel it's a thing of ego from a man who wants to propose to a lady. Oh, let the world see that I'm about to get married, or that I really love. I don't know what the concept is, honestly. But if you have not had a conversation with a girl up to the point of, will you marry me, in private, because that's another way to avoid all this embarrassment. If you've had that conversation with the person, ask them out in private. If you want to do this public display, let it be that they've agreed to date you. Because imagine that you're going to genuinely, for the first time, you've never discussed marriage with this person before, and you're going to ask them out outside in front of people. You're setting yourself up for embarrassment. What happened to, first of all, asking this person to marry you, like, privately, being sure that if I put off a ring in public, since it's in public, you want to do it. If I put out a ring in public to this person, this person's answer is going to be yes to me regardless. Why not do that and save yourself the public embarrassment? Why will you now come in public and want to show yourself? you know, let's try to be applying wisdom when we are doing these things. But I really feel sad for the guy, because I could also see in the video that he was visibly shaky. Like he didn't know how to react. He just felt like, what's going on? And I liked the person who came and took him out of there, because he looked like he would have still been there, like confused and all of that, and that would have been a greater height of embarrassment. So kudos to that person who took him out of there, because I could see he was just annoyed. And then you want to propose, you know what, t-shirt and jean, but you just came like this. You embarrassed the girl shout too. You know, you back up. If you want to do public proposal, back up and come. Make sure that you now want t-shirt and 3/4 jean and come to my propose to the girl. The girl is probably embarrassed by that. Not that this is not a good outfit on a normal day, but you're going to kneel on one knee to propose to a girl. Put in some efforts, if at all. Put in some efforts, if at all. It's not do that. See.
You say now put in some effort.
Put in some effort.
Now,
good.
My tongue don't reach. Now, Vera, like you said, they may have not spoken about it. However, every source that has taken this story have confirmed that they were in a relationship. Whether he put her through school or not, that is alleged.
That's alleged. Even the relationship is alleged.
But the relationship part, that one is solid.
How do we know that?
Because he posted the picture. He dropped a what do you call it? Exactly. So the relationship part is solid. See, it's the putting through school part that is alleged. Now, if you want to argue that the relationship
could have been one-sided,
that's what I'm saying. If you want to argue that part, that's noted. That is, you know, if you argue that one. But now, this is someone that, give or take, in one way or the other, demands respect. You see, that thing called respect, every single person demands respect. You have to respect everybody. It's not an option. It's not how will I put it? You must respect everybody. Even those younger than you, you have to show them respect. Even those in lesser positions than you, if you're a boss, you have to show them respect. Because in order for you to get respect, you need to give respect. Not to talk of when you are in a public place. Right? Even if you were at fault, not even your parents can lay hands on you like that in public.
Yeah, I stated that clearly, that, you know, that particular one I am not in support of. You know, that guy can even decide to still have that.
It was impromptu. Let's assume that one of the scenarios you gave was the correct one. They had not discussed, you know, getting married and so on and so forth. Vera, isn't that the whole point of what's it called? Surprise romance?
Surprise?
No, that's the thing. Because when you want to get married, hang on now, when you want to get married, would you meet the person you're dating? Unless you're telling me that's what should be done.
No.
That when you're dating somebody, you tell the person, I want to marry you. No. Or you tell the person, you know, I'm planning to get married to you. What do you think about it?
No.
If you guys have been in a relationship long enough and you are intentional, Vera, I don't think you need to tell I don't think you need to, what's the word? Tell the person that I have plans to marry you.
It is assumptions that actually causes problems in relationship. Now, two people, I heard Obi Franklin saying something of recent. You know, he said that when he was with Lillian Esero, right, he planned a proposal, a very beautiful proposal for Lillian Esero, and his friends were there, and then Lillian didn't show up. The first time he tried to propose to her, Lillian didn't show up. It was so embarrassing. His friends had to take him away, blah, blah, blah. You know, Lillian didn't show up. It was, I think, later that night or the following day, Lillian came to her room, to his room rather, and, you know, apologized and said she wasn't ready for marriage. Now, these are two people who were in a relationship, who even had a child together. So he says, was not ready to a relationship. Now, those are two people, as I said, who were in a relationship. Was there a conversation of, are you ready to marry now? If he had had that conversation with her, would he have faced that embarrassment? After that, I think he said that happened in the month of January or something, in April or June, something like that. You know, she came back and said, okay, yeah, fine, she's ready to be married now. They went on a vacation, came back, they got married, and after that, they still broke up. They still went their separate ways. My point is this: some people have when they are ready in a relationship, and others are ready at another time. Both of you need to come to the point where you are both ready to take the next step of marriage. Look, every relationship does not always have to end in marriage, but every relationship needs to be intentional about being married. Those are two different things. Now, if I'm in a relationship with somebody, I know that this relationship I'm with this person, it could possibly, I'm not doing it because I just want to be in a relationship. I want to be married to this person. But while also being in a relationship with this person, I need to look out for if marriage is what I want with this person. So in a relationship, you're not just being in a relationship because, oh, at the end of the day it's going to lead to marriage. You're being in that relationship because you're trying to see what marriage will look like with this person. And it is very okay at any point, you know, that, oh, I can't marry this person, or this is not the person I'm looking for, and walk away. That's the fair essence of relationship. You're going to have to communicate with your partner at every time. And I love men who are always asking their women, are you happy? I've been in such relationship where, because you need to communicate, feelings need to be spoken out. You can't just be feeling you cannot be expressing love to me and never tell me I love you. Do you understand? Like, there has to be communication, how you're feeling. It should, and these are the intentional things that we are preaching every day should happen in a relationship, because guess what? That is what keeps both of you alive. That is how you know your partner's brain. That's where you know where your partner is at. You cannot be assuming that your partner wants the same thing that you want. You need to be able to communicate it at every stage of that relationship. So assuming that because we're in a relationship it will automatically lead to marriage, that is wrong, because you're assuming for the other person, not for yourself. And these are two people who are coming to do life together. The best way to do life together is to communicate, because you're two different people. You cannot read my mind, I cannot read your mind. Highest is that I can know when you're sad or when you're happy, but I cannot read your mind in all times.
Now, Vera, it's alleged though. But let's assume it's true that he actually put her through school. When they had that discussion, because it cannot have come as a surprise that, oh, you're putting me through school. It did not come as a surprise.
That is another mistake.
That's what I'm saying.
You're
now.
putting a
Just
girl
hang on. Just hang on. Wait now, Vera, wait first.
You did not tell the girl that one.
Vera, wait now, wait.
Okay.
Him putting her through school. We always talk about, in as much as you can't, you know, read your partner's mind, you can read their intentions. You can be dating someone and they tell you, do you like coffee or tea? And you say tea. Why? No, nothing, no reason. You can read the intention behind that question. You can assume and say, okay, why did you ask me if I like coffee or tea? No, nothing, I just wanted to know. Why did you want to know? Leave the talk. There are several results one can formulate from it. If he asks for no reason or she asks for no reason, you can ask, okay, you can think and say, okay, is either he wants to know what I like because he wants to get me that thing, or he wants to know if we share the same things, the same likes, or like there are several results. Now, if granted they did not have a conversation that he wanted to get married to her, when they had the conversation of, I want to put you through school, wasn't the, or don't you think that is when it should have been asked? That, okay, this one, do you know how much it will take to, is Unical I'm going to, is this I'm studying, you know, do you know how much it will cost? He said, yes. Why do you want to do it? No, somebody intentional to marry you will not just tell you, no, it's nothing. It will be number one, either because I love you, or number two, because I'm looking at a future with us, or number three, you won't just say, oh, I want to put you through school. Why? I don't think about it. It doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So even if, now let's assume that, even though I'm not saying he is, but let's assume that the man is an absolute dunce, and he actually just said, no, it's just because I love you, just because I love you. She, as a thinking human being, can she, like, pressure him and ask him, look, I will not accept this gesture until you tell me why you are doing this thing. Let me know where your mind is at. Let me know if our minds align.
So I'm going to say this because the man in question is a victim here.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Right? That's why I said I'm not saying this to him. Yeah. I'm just giving the example that even if she asked and he did not say, like, couldn't she have? Because
we are giving this example, right? Through this example, the man is a victim, not the girl.
Yes.
Right. Now,
I mean, the man is the victim, even if
when I
before
sit
the
on
example.
this table and I speak, I promise you, I am telling people to be very I am going to be preaching self-awareness, knowing yourself before any other person, because I know how much that has helped me as a person. And you need to inculcate that habit. You cannot, as a human being, think for another person, assume for another person, expect that your actions, right, will make another person think a certain way. And that is how we put ourselves in situations that we get heartbroken by. It is better for you to communicate with that person, let that person lie to you, right, and then you hold on to that lie, than for you to not communicate and assume that that person is going to feel a certain way about your actions. Now, we are in a world where people are using other people to climb ladders. We've talked about that on the show before.
Yeah.
In this world, everybody wants how to get to the next level. As I am like this, if I don't have 5,000 naira on me and somebody comes and says, oh, fine girl, let me give you 5,000 naira. There are either of two things I would do. I'd rather collect that 5,000 and say, oh, what do you want from me, or in return, or I collect that 5,000 and pocket, I'll not ask you any questions. You cannot tell me how to react after I've given you that. You cannot tell me what step I will take after I've given you that 5,000. After you've given me that 5,000 naira, it is my decision to make as an adult, as a person with brain, and I can decide to collect that money from you because I need it, and I'm not asking any questions. And I can decide to collect it from you and ask you questions. You cannot assume for me what my next attitude should be or what my next thing should be. It is in your place to tell me or to tell me, oh, that's my last 5,000 I'm giving to you. I'm expecting you to be more appreciative. Or you're saying, oh, I'm giving you this 5,000 now because I want this from you. It is in your place to say, you can't assume that for me. It is now in my place for me to now tell you, oh, I will collect this 5,000 now from you and do what you want. Or I will not collect it from you because I can't do what it is that you want. But what has happened? Communication. You have communicated. There's no assumptions anywhere. If you are sending a girl to school and your intention is to marry that girl at the end of the day, how many times have you had a conversation with this girl? You know why this is funny to me? Because there are so many men out there who send girls to school and they are too shy to tell them that they want to marry them. They just believe that they are good deeds. Now, as much as we have bad men, I'm telling you, we also have good men like this. They just believe that they are good deeds. We want them. They love you so much. They just want to send you to school. After that, because of what they are doing for you, they assume that that can buy your love back for them. But if somebody does not intentionally decide to love you, they will not love you. If you like, roll your head on the floor. No matter the good you do for someone, if they don't decide on their own that, oh, I will love you, oh, this person is so kind to me, I have to choose this person over anybody, they will not do it. So best thing is, if you're having this thing, if you're doing this thing with somebody, have you had the conversation with them? In short, it's even important to have it every AK market day. Leave it. Let people say what they want to say. Have that conversation. Be sure of what you're doing. Let it be that the person is lying, that the person say, oh, no problem, I'll marry you. So you hold the person, even in the court of law, if that person lies to you, you can take that person to court. You can hold them by their words, their promises. True. Now there is avenue for that. You cannot keep assuming things for other people, and you want to assume for a lady, for a woman, my gender. You're assuming for my gender.
It's situations like this that, made Gege as successful as he is. Because one of the, would I say, major teachings of Gege's University is do not fund any venture for a woman in a relationship.
No,
that's what I'm telling you. Look. Understand what I'm saying. Situations like this are what fuel that mindset. Because in a relationship, it is expected that in one way or the other, you can help your partner. And it goes both ways. I don't mean this, oh, only guys are. No. Yeah. It goes both ways. If you're in a relationship as a woman, you are expected to help out your man financially, physically, in any way possible. And also you, as a man, you are expected to help your partner in any way you can. That is, if you are intentional about that person, if you are looking at a future for that person. That's why anyone in a relationship that they believe that relationship is going somewhere, I can't blame them for doing these things, because to them, they give or take, they are investing in their future. That's all that matters to them. And now, when you have someone like Gege, I can't wait. Honestly, I know that Gege, he will probably use this thing as talk, because he came out recently to talk about, what his university stands for, and it's basically not sponsoring the ventures of women in a relationship. It's only when you don't marry That if you're in a relationship, spending money to take woman to school, spending money to do business for a woman, spending money, you know, like spending on what he terms as unnecessary money.
I disagree. It's not unnecessary.
This case is going to, whether you disagree or not, this will reinforce that mindset.
Do you know why I disagree with this? When you are caring for somebody, what is the how do you call it? What's the mindset behind it?
Vera, it's only Jesus that can care for you without even Jesus expects something back.
When you love somebody,
you know what you want.
Let's take away relationship. When you love someone, you are trying to make their lives better because you love them, right? It is important for you. Imagine that this guy sent this girl to school and finish, and the girl does not love him, and he sent her to school and finish, and then marries her. See, marriage is a strong word, though. Marriage is forever. And he marries her, and this girl pities him because of the good that she has done because of the good that he has done. She's not in love with him and marries him.
The marriage is forever. The millions that were spent taking her to school.
That's my point. My point is, if you are doing something for someone, what is behind you? How do you say that in place? What's your motive?
What's the intention?
What's your intention? Why are you doing it? Is it because you genuinely love this person, or because you're making investments in this person? They are two different things.
No, Vera, I don't think we can separate that. Even your parents that love you and do things for you, it is still an investment.
It can't be separated because at the end of the day, what you want is not this person to reward your action.
It's not this person to reward your action, but guess what? There is an interest that comes whether you want it to, whether you intended it to or not.
That is why
if I want to get married to someone, I want someone that is intelligent. I want someone that went to school. Now, I'm not taking this person through school because it will be, you going through school has nothing to benefit me. Your certificate will not benefit me. Your whatever job opportunity that is now open to you because you have that certificate will not benefit me. I am doing this because I love you. But guess what? If you better yourself and we are married or in a relationship, give or take, because we have that connection, it will benefit me. Did I do it because I want it to benefit me? No. But guess what? Give or take, it will benefit even your parents. Do you think your parents took you through school with the sole intention of you will take care of me back? No. They took you through school because they want you to be better. They want you to improve yourself. They want you to be someone in the future. But guess what? Give or take, when you become that someone in the future, that's your good. It will trickle down to them. Not because they expected it. Not because they were telling you, oh, you must pay me back, you must pay me back, you must pay me back. Not because they even expect it. But because it is common courtesy, Vera.
I understand that clearly, and I'm not taking that away from the picture. But I'm saying doing it for the sole purpose of this person to marry you at the end of the day.
It wasn't the sole purpose.
That's what I'm saying.
It's more or less.
At the end of the day, you have to open your mindset to the fact that I'm doing this thing because I love this person. Not because I want this person.
So are you not trying to say he shouldn't feel bad that, okay, I did not expect it to happen, so now that it did not happen, I should just let it go like that?
I'm not absolutely dismissing his feelings. What I'm trying to say is that this is how we create hurt people around the world. If you're trying to be a better person, you have to first of all understand that people will hurt you. That's my point. I'm trying to create. We are walking around like especially the young people, a very large percentage of people that are walking around are hurt people that have been destroyed by people's actions towards them. No, I'm not taking it away from people are not going to hurt you. In short, that's the core essence of life, the fact that somebody is going to hurt you. But I am trying to put it in people's mind that we are all adults and we need to learn self-awareness. We need to learn how things work naturally, so that by the time they say intelligent people are the ones that break the rules, once you can hack it, you can hack it. If you're doing something with the perspective that you know what, this person can hurt me anytime, it is easier for you to take the loss, and it's easier for you to be self-aware to know that in my next relationship or this is how I'm going to take things. But now they're creating people. This guy is hurt. Best believe that he would never do that for another person again.
Vera, best believe that after this has happened, so many people will not do this for anybody. And honestly speaking, I won't blame.
And that's the room we are creating.
Honestly speaking,
room I'm trying to let people understand that we can do better.
Yes, we can do better, but the thing is, at the end of the day, I had a conversation with a colleague today, and he said life is a gamble because of a gamble that we are talking about. We're talking about, a talk led to talk that led to gambling, and he said life is a gamble. I said the difference between life and sports gambling is that you chose the gambling of sports. You did not choose the gambling of life. So give or take, if you decide to be the good person or you want to do the same thing, your case may be different. Indeed, it may be different, but just remember that life is a gamble. So when you are gambling, gamble wisely. So that you will not end up, they no cut your sleep. This guy now, they don't cut in sleep. Cut in sleep, they're asking what is cash out. Now he will be at home, sad and crying.
I just want to say something to me. I just want to add this, right? Let's live life realizing that people can hurt us at any time. If you're doing good for someone, let it be that you genuinely want to help that person, not because you want anything rewarding in return. Even our families, they hurt us. Even us, we hurt our family members. Talk more of people that care less about you, or people you just met randomly in the journey of life.
The people you've been dating for 3 years.
See, let's just do things knowing that it's very possible for people to hurt us. All right, but at the end of the day, let that hurt not determine who we become or who it is that we turn out to be. Let that hurt instead inspire us to be better people, you know, and even be more self-aware as we get better in life. That's all I'm saying, because when people hurt people, it creates room for more hurt people in the world, and that's why we are condemned. That's why we don't have a good dating culture right now, because everybody is hurt. So everybody is coming with so much wisdom to another relationship. Like, that's why a lot of people are single, because there are so many hurt people in the world who do not want a repeat of what it is that's happened in their life. Meanwhile, you really have to give it up. You really need to give up everything. If you want to really truly find love, you need to be able to give it as well. Yeah, that's my take.
That's what we can bring you on JollyLife. If you like, go and put somebody through school. If you like, go and accept somebody that is going, you know, to put you through school, and think that this one he's just doing it from the kindness of his heart because he's a good man or she's a good woman. You go collect a plenty heartbreak day, you go chop breakfast, you understand? Be careful, be wise, take care of yourself. I'm Emmanuel Terminal Tenary, but you can call me Tammy. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.
I'm so scared to be in a relationship with anybody, because with their work, they don't care about how you feel. So when you see some signs, some certain girls will be say they try one day. Imagine girl will come into your life, before you look now comparison, they won't mold you to person be say they feel manipulate and control. When they compare you to some guys where they know, if all these guys they're so cool and nice, why you not deal with them? All of a sudden you leave all those people. Now again you won't come meet. Now you as a boy now you feel say okay. Get will leave a boyfriend come meet you. All of a sudden you are better than the ex-boyfriend. All of a sudden now you be the redeemer. The messiah. We won't save her. All of a sudden that boy not good again. That boy my ex-boyfriend. He's very manipulative. He too like woman. And someone come recently say the reason person where she born give her, say the boy too like woman. Now God must say me when you come meet, so now me not call like woman. Me I like woman who are rubber man, polygamous in nature.
I love you, die. Oh yeah. Say me say you love me too.
I love.
Gege.
Jesus. Wait, I want to talk just now. I love. God forbid.
I'm so scared to be in a relationship with anybody, because with their work, they don't care about how you feel. So when you see some signs, some certain girls will be say they try one day. Imagine girl will come into your life, before you look now comparison, they won't mold you to person be say they feel manipulate and control. When they